Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're at historic Hannahstown in Westmoreland County, just a couple minutes from Greensburg, PA. It says first English court west of the Allegheny Mountains, 1773, attacked and burned 1782. Open for guided tours. We're gonna do an unguided tour here. Let's go check out some of the buildings. Don't think we'll be able to go in, but let's see what this is all about. It's always been close to me, but I've just never had the chance to check it out until today. Totally frozen. I'll never know what that sign says. I tried wiping it off, but it's totally frozen. Garden here in the summer. What I found hidden in the bench here. The sign might be down, but they can't fool me. All right, let's go check out this walking trail, and then we'll come back to the buildings. Look at these benches, are unique. They're just, the way they're built out of just straight planks of wood. Let's go down here and see what this walking trail's about. Then I'll have to make a executive decision, depending on how far it goes. There's a family up by the buildings, and I want to go check out the buildings then, but let them enjoy those first, and then I'll go check that out. Didn't know there was a walking trail back in here. Pretty cool. This looks like the spot for a geocache if you had one. Right in that tree. Or up in there maybe. I'll have to map this trail then. It's not on the All Trails map, which is interesting. It's like 20 degrees out today and it's freezing, so hopefully this trail is not super far. About wiped out there. And yeah, we'll see. See if it loops back around to the buildings. Real feels in the teens and my hands are getting really cold, so this walking trail's going further than I expected, so if it doesn't turn around soon, I'm going to turn around because it's too cold for this. So we're gonna keep walking down this trail, hopefully find the end of it, and then go back up and check out the building some more. So stick around. Looks like there was somebody back here at some point today. Oh good, there's a turn here. Alright, so the trail split right back there, and hopefully it's a loop. I guess we'll find out. Oh, this is kind of steep here. These are old stones too. What in the world am I getting into here? Look at that. Bunch of old stones. Oh, it's cold today. That's wild looking. I've never seen something like this. Just a stone hill. Okay, almost off the rocks. Little river crossing there. Pretty cool. Well, this trail's gonna definitely have to go on my map. I had no idea this was here. And I think I see maybe the trail up there, so hopefully down here it turns around at some point. We got some old ruins here. Interesting. It's a bird nest up in that tree. I want to come in and check these out if I'm not going to get thorn bushed to death. Check this out. How cool. Some old pillars. There's something back here. Are these thorns? No. Okay, working my way back to this building. Ow. Ooh, there is one thorn bush there. There's a building here with a hole. And looks like a good safe spot to be. That's the only entrance I see to it. Unless there's an entrance down on the other side. Let's go look. Ooh, that's really thick. Let me see if I can find a different approach to get to it. Okay, I've changed my mind. I'm going this way. It's not really adventures with one skinny dude if I don't. Whoa! Whoa, gotta watch your step. If I don't get back in here, see this thing. So, that's the plan. Get through the thicket. Hopefully. Maybe this way. Almost there. Just want to see the front of this thing. Let's see what's going down. Okay. Yeah. So we can see here. And the hole up top is where we could see down through. That's actually pretty big. You could fit, I don't know, a couple people in there. I guess for shelter if you had to. Now I gotta get myself back out of all these thickets, which is easier done than said, or vice versa. Sorry, thickets. Oh, got one down. Almost there. Yeah, that's about where I fell between the pillars. And okay, we're back on the trail. Good. All right, so this trail is still going that direction, so I'm gonna have to come back to this trail. Yeah, I only have one little chewy bar, granola, and half a bottle of water with me. And so I can't really be throwing myself out into the middle of the woods too far with that kind of setup and no plan on a day when the temperature's in the teens. So yeah, let's go check out the rest of the buildings. Should be fun. Found my chewy bar, gonna eat that on the way back up. All right, we are back to the main part of historic Hannahstown. Let's go check out the rest of the buildings. Yeah, we're back to the start point of the walking trail. Restrooms. Up there's an education center, but it's closed Wednesday to Sunday. Back here's what looks to be more of the walking trail loop, but like I say, I think it goes back in there a ways, so we're gonna come back to the walking trail in a separate video, and let's finish checking out the buildings here. All right, there's a couple more buildings across the street here and it looks like a fort. Looks like way in the distance there might even be more walking trail up in there. Huh. Farmland out here. Let's go check out the fort. Looks like part of the fence fell down. Don't know if that's the entrance, but we'll find out. Let's check out these other buildings too first, maybe. Then over here is what was a fort at some point. See if we can get a look in here. I know we can from the other side for sure, but just take a peek. All right, let's go check it out from the other side. You can see here a bit of the fort has fallen down. So let's take a peek, see. We won't probably go in and let's take a look. Looks like a kiln there of some sort, maybe for blacksmithing. I could be totally wrong. Cabin. And there's something on the far side yet. Looks like maybe there's like axe throwing or something here. They got a thing to throw it into, or I'm not sure what that's for. This is the only thing we couldn't see from the other viewpoint. Some of this fort's gonna need to be repaired a little bit. Otherwise, I think the rest of it's gonna go. All right, that's it for this video. This is historic Hannahstown. I think we saw most of the buildings. There might be another spot or two that I'm not aware of that I need to track down. I also saw an unmarked cemetery somewhere around here. Probably get that in the next video with the walking trail. Hey everybody, next day here. I'm back at historic Hannahstown. It's still just as cold and it's even more windy a little bit, but I'm ready to go this time. I brought some snacks and I brought water. I was actually gonna bring the water that was in my car, but even driving with the heat, the water that's in my car is still completely frozen. So like I can't even squeeze it to get it to crack or anything. It's just like there's a little bit on top now because the heat's been going, but I can't break the water. So I'm going to get out there and send it down this trail, and we're gonna record this Hannahstown walking trail. All right, we're back at the head of the walking trail by the buildings. Let's send it down. Let's get to where we were yesterday, and then we'll continue this video. I think it's snowing a little more than yesterday. Hopefully the trees block the wind a little bit today. Looks like somebody came down from up that way and turned around here because the footprints turn there instead of going back the way I just came from. We're at the intersection going this way. Oh, yeah, they went this way too, so it's encouraging. All right, we're at that rocky section we saw yesterday. Good, it's not that icy. Just a little bit snow covered and slick. Down the rocky part. Ooh, that would be a good spot for a geocache too, in that hollow tree section there. All right, I think this is the point yesterday where I said, this is too much. I gotta turn around, but today I'm feeling energized. So let's keep it going and try to get to the end of this thing. Oh, there's a hunting stand up there. Some pretty loud wood noises. See the hunting stand. Huh. Nobody over there though. Oh, there's a car up here at this end. That's interesting. Huh. Let's see what that's all about. Guess there's a road up here. Maybe I was close to the end after all, huh? Looks like maybe there's a side quest trail up in there we'll look at on the way back. All right, that just takes us out to a road, so we're at the end of this. Now we're gonna go check out the side quests here. There's side trails, and I think I want to complete the loop first, and then, because I'm recording this on the GPS tracker, or I could pause the GPS tracker. Maybe I'll do that and take this side route. I actually did pause the recording because there's an interesting rune over here in the woods that I want to see. Let's go see what this thing is. So cold. Oh. Water. Huh. Maybe it keeps stuff cold, or did keep stuff cool at one point. Water down in there. Huh. Pretty cool. All right, back to the trail. I'm once again pausing the recording to take the side route up the mountain here and see where this goes quick. Depending on the results of that, I'll come back down and unpause the recording. See, we're getting up here. Whew. Oh man. Let's at least get to the top of the hill, see if it goes anywhere. If it looks like it's gonna keep going for a ways, I'm gonna go back and finish my recording of the main loop. Excuse me, because it's freezing today. Let's see, I'm way up the hill now. I'm at the top. I'll put a little map on the screen. And yeah, if this turns and goes back towards Hannahstown, the historic part, I'm gonna go back down the trail and re-record this and walk the hill again, because I want to record the whole loop if I can. All right, it does look like it turns back, so I'm gonna go back down to the bottom of the hill, hit the record button, and come back up the hill again, because I think we've got ourselves a loop here, but it's hard to tell because it's not shown as a trail on any of the maps, but it's definitely a nice wide open trail. So, all right, I'm almost back up this hill again. Second time I had to go down and hit resume on the recording so I can make sure I get the whole loop. Hopefully it's a loop. There's roads on the outskirts of this forest here, so not too worried. If it doesn't loop, I'll hit a road and walk the road back, and then it'll be a Hannahstown loop, but it's only one way to find out. We're at the top of the hill. We're going around, hopefully back down towards historic Hannahstown. Good news is, hiking that twice, my body's starting to produce more heat. I can feel my hands again, so that's nice. Got that going for me. I saw two people down at the bottom of the hill by the road. I think you saw their pickups earlier. They had horns on like they were going hunting. So I took out my bear spray because it's the only fluorescent orange thing I got at the moment. And hopefully that's enough to deter people. Look at these pines. Very cool. On the flat again. Thank goodness. We're at the top of the hill, so the only way to go is down. Look at those. Crazy. I just told my orange bear spray out in front of me here. So hopefully if anybody is hunting, they'll see the bright orange. Now I'm a little paranoid with the two guys that look like hunters down at the end. I wasn't recording, but I just either heard a bang or a gunshot. So I don't know if something fell or if something was shot. It's kind of hard to tell the way it's echoing. But I'm just keeping moving, trying to get out of these woods and to a field or something. I just know it came from that direction, so I got my bear spray on the right side. Hopefully people will see the orange. Hopefully. I think this does take us out to a road, which is, I don't know, I don't think it's unfortunate. I just think it's a different part of the hike experience. I have to do this road yet. All right, so that takes us to a road. I think the other way does too, but I think the other way is the way I'm gonna have to go. I'm not going back down those woods. I didn't have it recording again, but I just heard another shot. So I gotta get out of the woods. Yeah, hopefully this up here will take us to maybe a continued trail down the side of the road or something. I forgot to resume recording, so I had to go back and hit that button. Yeah, let's get out of these woods. All right, so I had to pause the recording and see where to go. And I could take the road, or I could take this edge of this field back. You better see this orange canister. Don't shoot me. You can see they're probably back in that woods, but I don't think they can shoot towards the road, but you never know, man. But yeah, the trail continues along the edge of this road here. There's another historic brick. See that? Let's look at that. Got another old brick thing here. A little pillar. I don't see any other remnants though. All right, let's get back to the trail. The wind and the snow's really picking up. Whew. This recording may end up looking slightly glitchy because of the pausing and unpausing, but we'll see. The nature's beautiful, but it is cold. Here comes the wind. I see the historic houses in the distance, so I know we're getting close to the end, which is good because it's really picking up. Alright, I got the protection a little bit here now. The wind is really giving us a go. So the good news is that is in fact the loop, and I can see the car down there in the distance. I'm the only one here because it's a little silly to be out in this, but that's great. This is the Hannahstown hiking loop. I was able to do the whole thing, and minus a few setbacks of having to go back and forth to figure out where the path went before recording it. But you can expect to see this trail on my website once I have my website up and going in a few months. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.